For many years after the fall of the Soviet Union, most Ukrainians thought their country should be aligned with Russia. That belief had been changing gradually over the years, but not anymore, according to the latest survey by Kyiv's Razumkov Center.
Really, main lesson is that situation in Ukraine is changed radically.
The center's director of sociological research, Andrei Bichenko, says in a sudden shift, more than half of all Ukrainians now believe the country should be more closely aligned with the European Union.
The main reason why Ukrainian society changed so quickly to pro-European, it's mainly because of Russian aggression.
Even in eastern Ukraine, where separatists are active, the survey shows only 22% of the people want Ukraine aligned with Russia, while 32% say it should be closer to the EU. Others have a different view or none at all. And a drop in Russia's popularity in Ukraine may be only part of the story. Russian exile and strategy expert Igor Sutyagin, now at London's Royal United Services Institute, says that by empowering militants in eastern Ukraine, many of them from Russia, the Kremlin has created a problem that could backfire.
They are currently highly radicalized. They've got that feeling of freedom, feeling of fighting against rules, and they've got weapons. Instability on the east of Ukraine is much higher than it would be desirable for just control of influencing Kyiv's policy.
Meanwhile, Sutyagin says Russian President Vladimir Putin is facing another problem. His quick annexation of Crimea has raised domestic expectations of an easy takeover in eastern Ukraine. Military experts, however, say Russia would face fierce opposition from many local people. According to Igor Sutyagin, the cost of such a military operation, plus subsidies for an area with serious economic problems and the threatened increase in Western sanctions, make invasion an unattractive prospect.
It's already too costly for Russia to swallow Crimea. It will be just impossible to swallow east of Ukraine. But the public is expecting, so that's the difficulty.
Video of well-armed and organized Russian-backed separatists in eastern Ukraine and Russian troops along the border sometimes make war seem inevitable, and it could still happen. But many experts believe President Putin will conclude that the cost in economic terms, in Russia's relations with Ukraine and the West, and possibly in military terms, would be too high. Pessin, VOA News, Kyiv.